Hello, hello. Can you hear me, everyone? Laurin, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay, perfect. I can hear you too.
Sweet.
Um, yeah, we're not late. We're not late. Like Richard said, we're not late at all. Krishna, you have totally misunderstood.
We're fashionably late.
Exactly. We're like on time, actually. That's how we do it. So yeah, we have some people in here. I know Krishna and Richard. Richard is choir. They're choir 238. They both sent in their portfolios. I don't think Kyle did though. So if Kyle, you want to send us your portfolio, feel free and we'll add it. But anyway, we're here. I'm Ellie. You guys know who I am. It'd be weird if you were here if you didn't know who I was, but that's fine. But Laurin, go ahead. Who are you? I think people don't know who you are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Hello, I'm Laurin. I'm one of the graphic designers here at Pieces. I've been here for a little over 2 years, so I'm well versed in all things Pieces. Yeah, and I'm really excited to kind of see what you guys have today for your portfolios.
I'm very excited too. I met Laurin for the first time at that conference
Yes.
recently. I think Richard, you may have met Laurin too, but
Yes.
I don't know if, yeah, I think
Hey,
you
Richard.
did meet Richard. And Richard went to FlutterCon too, and
Oh,
then hung out
sweet.
with like Rosie and Jim, I think.
Sweet.
So I don't know if you saw, but okay, every time I go to a conference, I'll like post a picture of the swag that I got. And
Mhm.
I thought that I'm like kind of bad about that because I'm like grabbing too much swag. So it looks pretty bad on me, like how much swag I grab. But Richard recently posted a picture of his swag from
I saw
FlutterCon.
that. I saw that
Did
on
you see that?
Twitter. Yeah, or X. Yes, there was a ton of awesome stuff.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was insane. He got like I think like six different stuffed animals. I'm like, what is going on, Richard? So anyway, I'm jealous. I don't know if Rosie got stuffed animals too, but I did not know
Stuffed
like the
animals is a
Flutter
great.
developer
That's
community.
yeah, yeah. We're all so into stuffed animals. That's a great idea for merch. I would love to do that one day with like our co-pilot logo. We'll see.
Right, that would
Um,
be cute, right? And Jim mentioned that at that conference too, that like he thinks
mhm,
we need a cute person thing
mhm.
animal,
A little
you know?
mascot. Yes.
Right. We need a mascot because GitHub has the Octocat and all
Mhm.
those Octocat stickers. Like Pieces needs a cute, yeah, Pieces plushie, please. I agree. I totally agree. So
We'll make
anyway,
it happen.
what are you talking about, Richard? This is Laurin. Laurin. Do you see the chat by the way, Laurin?
Yes.
Okay.
Aaron, yes. No, I'm Lauren.
On. Richard is not usually the one that trolls these streams. It's usually Upa, so I don't
Honored
know.
to have Richard as our troll.
Yeah, Richard wins troll award today. But anyway, we're gonna get into things. I'm just gonna go with the people who are actually here.
Sweet.
So, and then we'll go. If we have time to get to the other people, we'll do that. I don't think Upa sent in his portfolio. Upa, you can feel free to send it just in this. Well, actually, I don't know. Yeah, I think I can copy and paste from this chat. So you can send it in the chat if you didn't send it into our Excel sheet. Well, not Excel sheet, but like on Twitter. So I'll show you the Excel sheet so we can be fair. I'm not cheating. I'm not letting people jump the line. Hold on, let me see. Okay. I'm going to share my screen.
Sweet.
Here it is. Here's the Excel. Hey, that's not right. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to make us also be on the screen.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I feel like this is
I like
better.
that better. Yeah. Cool.
We're kind of small though. What does this one do? Hey, this one's kind of good, but now the thing that is really small.
Second option? That's my vote.
Was this one? This
Yeah.
one's good.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, we got Upa over here. All right, Upa. I'll add you to the list. We'll probably get to you because I do believe that a lot of these people are not actually here in this room, so we'll have to see if they show up or not. So the first one is Krishna. Krishna, you were the first one to comment on that post. Let's see. Krishna is here for sure. Okay, wait. Let's add the ones coming into the chat.
I I have also not seen any of these, so I'm excited to get like a first reaction.
Right, right. I did not send this to Laurin before this stream. Okay, this one is new, right? We didn't get this one before. Yep, yep. And there is one on here. I don't know if Jacob is going to show up or not because I think he's a busy person, but he did say bonus points for us if we can figure out what makes it unique. So I'm kind of curious about his.
Okay.
Also,
Okay.
Jim doesn't show up. I don't know if Jim's going to show up or not. I want to do Jim's just because he actually has a really cool portfolio site.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
Yeah,
Cool.
I looked at it before and I was like, oh my God, I think he has like 10 years worth of blog posts on there. It's
Wow.
actually insane. So, oh, look, Jim is here. Yeah,
Oh, hey,
you
Jan.
will get to yours. So you're only number 7. That's not, well, no, not number 7. I guess number 6. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. I need to share this tab instead. All right, we're here. Krishna is
Awesome.
here.
Okay.
Krishna. All right. So I haven't done a portfolio roast before, so we're just
Me
gonna do it
neither.
casual. Whatever you think, I guess say it. You're the designer here.
Okay.
I guess this
Yeah.
is his hero
Do you want to
section.
do like a click through and then go through things, or just kind of do it as we go?
I don't know. This is the first
This way.
one. Krishna's like the what is it? The test subject, I guess.
Guinea pig.
Yeah, I'll the guinea pig. Yeah, I'll go through. I'll just scroll through and then we'll go through it again.
Sweet.
So here's a hero. Here's the about. Very
Awesome.
wide. All right, here's the projects.
Okay.
News for my bro. Pleasant Web. All right, and here we got articles over here.
Okay.
And then we've
It's
got the
interesting. Yes.
contact.
It's always a work in progress. I feel like portfolios, they're always changing. So
I do think a lot of them are work in progress. I clicked through a
yeah.
couple of them and it did seem to be a trend. So we
Okay.
will see.
Okay. Sweet. Well, right away, I like the homepage kind of having a about thing right away. I think it just lets users or site visitors get to know you. Just puts a face to the name right away. It's just a personal preference, but I like that you've done that. I also like your blue color scheme. I'm kind of biased though. I like more cool toned colors. So blue is, no one's ever mad at the color blue. So
Totally agree.
the socials at the bottom is good. Let me see. The about section here. Okay. All right. I do like the idea of maybe highlighting your tech stack a little more, like putting that in a separate section. I think that that's just a exciting thing that people look for when they visit a portfolio. So elevate that.
Yeah. Good point. You could even like split it up, like have the about me on the left. I don't
Yeah.
know, and then the tech stack on the right.
I also like the
Um,
idea. Granted, I'm seeing it on kind of a small screen here, but you should highlight your YouTube video section more. Maybe add like a thumbnail to just kind of get users to pique their interest and click on it, because that's really neat. And I feel like it's kind of hidden at the bottom right now.
Yeah, a thumbnail is good. I think when we get to Jim's, I did look at his, and I think he has some thumbnails, which if you stick around, Krishna, you can see that. That's a good inspiration
Mhm.
moment there. The only thing that I noticed, like, of course, I'm not a designer, but I think it's too wide for me. Like, I'd
Mhm.
set a limit on the how wide it is.
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm not really on a very wide screen right now. Actually, I'm on a pretty normal ratio
I'd
screen.
say, yeah,
So
that's a good point, Allie. I would say, like, Krishna, the margins that you have in your nav bar, stick to that throughout your site, so it's all
yeah.
consistent.
That's a good point. Yeah, because I think that's a pretty solid width. You know.
Mhm. Mhm. It'll make things feel a little more intentional.
Yeah. And what do you think about this margin here? Like, should there be a margin with this little line, or should that just go all the way?
I'd say maybe all the way, for sure. I'm personally not really a fan of dividers. I know, like, I have some experience with Squarespace and Webflow, and there's always an option to add a little divider, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I feel like I just would rather do, like, more block or card style sections. That's just me. But especially because, Kristen, you already have the card style sections in here, I think the divider's kind of unnecessary. It's just a
Yeah,
little decal, but it's fun, but,
I agree. I do like the cards better than the dividers. And also we have Nilo here too. I don't know, Nilo, you might have sent yours in. I haven't checked, but if you want us to review your portfolio, feel free. Yeah, you can still be added to the list. So You're on X. I guess I can open up Twitter and find yours if you want to send it. It'll be easier if you send it to me on Twitch, just because that's what I have open for copy and pasting here. Because for some reason in Restream I cannot copy and paste from the chat, so you need to send it to me on Twitch. And then Shashi, I don't know if Shashi you're still here. Everybody on Twitter was invited, so like I'm sorry you didn't get a personal invitation to your mailbox, but we would be happy to look at your portfolio if you want us to, or if you want us to look at Gridiron Survivor, we could do that. I don't know if we can do that without logging in, but we will see. All right, so next is just the projects. We're just going to go quickly through these other ones. I think a good thing is probably stick to like the home page for the main focus, and then we'll do the side pages just so we can get through everybody. But yeah, this has the cards, right, that you were talking about.
I've a few thoughts right away. I really like the hover animation. That's sweet. I'm always a fan of a sort of hover animation. I think it just makes the page more engaging. I like the way you kept your socials present in the footer, like throughout every page of your site. I will say, I don't know if it's just my screen, but the is this a brown color? Ellie, are you seeing that in the background?
Are you talking about the bottom?
Oh, yeah.
Bottom part of the screen and the top?
Screen saving?
No, that's just because no.
Okay,
the top bar and the bottom bar are like, this restream is making it into a rectangle, I guess.
I just wanted to make sure that was not a part of the site. But yes, cool. I also like the way that you only have included a couple projects here. Like they say, quality over quantity for portfolio projects. So maybe I would, if you could, beef it up to maybe 4. I feel like I know you have a coming soon section, but I feel like 4 is a solid amount.
4 is a solid number.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that the same thing with like the homepage, the margins, if they were the same as the nav bar, it'd probably be good. Do you know Shashi, Laurin?
I was gonna say, quick shout out to Shashi. At that conference, we played euchre together with Cole and Mason. That was really fun. We should do that again.
That's awesome.
I love that game.
And then
we pretty good. He knew the rules in and out.
Really? Yeah. When we were playing the board games, I was playing with Roxy and then Mika and then Bob's a role, and he was really good. I was like, oh my god.
Whoa.
I lost every single time. Like I'm really not good at like those board games that you need to have, or any games that you need to have like super fast reactions to things, like you need to grab something from the middle.
Yeah.
Like
spoons. Did you play spoons?
No, we were playing some card game. I don't even know what it was, and I was like trying to do the math. I don't even remember what the rules were, but I just couldn't win. All right, there is good. At least this guy here has an easy link. I'm just gonna manually add it because it's really short. So we're doing that.
Sweet.
Okay. And then back to Krishna. So we got the articles.
Okay.
I feel like
cool.
This part is a little bit problematic with the squares, the rectangles inside of the cards.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of nesting here. Honestly, you don't need that box, like that darker box in the main card. I think if you just put the title and a subtitle, and then I would say you can even move the read more button, make the button smaller and put it underneath that main card, just to kind of break things up a little bit, adds more hierarchy, because right now things are kind of all on one flat card. So
yeah. Also, I do like, I keep shouting out Jim in this space in this stream, but Jim has some good cards too. So wait for Jim's cards. They have the read more. The read button is smaller, and I think it's on the right or something. So we'll see Jim's cards, and I think some other people have blogs on theirs as well.
Okay.
So we'll see. Yeah, and this coming soon, I don't really think you need I don't know if that was intentional to have like a no image here.
Yeah, but, I think, in my opinion, coming soon, I think you should only include it if you have like a sneak peek of a project that is coming soon. When it's just like plain coming soon, it's kind of like, oh, like That can mean anything.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what's supposed to be there, right?
Mhm,
Maybe that's what the image is
maybe.
about. Yeah, and I would add images to the rest of them. I think
Yeah,
images, make it more
thumbnails were always
interesting.
good, more engaging,
Like
definitely.
maybe you could just put the image on the top and put the title below it and the description below that, and then have the readme button over
Yeah,
here.
I like that idea.
That might be good. All right, and then we just have the contact.
Oh, no.
Site cannot be reached. You
Throw
got to
it
fix
away.
your fix
Sad.
that. So well, that's that. We're going back to this. So we
Sweet.
did Krishna. Hopefully that helped. Let us know. Jim is not thinking we're gonna like his site. I think it's pretty good. It's not bad, Jim. Like it's very functional. I did look at it already because I was curious. All right, we are gonna go to Richard. Richard is here, so let's go share
Awesome.
this tab instead. All right, we got Richard here with
Okay.
a clean profile
Yep.
over
Once
here.
again, starting with the about. Love that. I also like how your LinkedIn and your GitHub and Twitter social call to actions are right up at the top. That's good and easy for people to connect with you. Sweet.
Nice. And then we got experience down here. So it's just one page, right? Yep, experience blogs. I
Okay.
think one page site. So that'll be easier. I have blogs document. Okay. So I'll go back up. So we got the
Okay.
experience. It's like a resume. Um
Okay.
let's see. I don't really know. I don't understand this, Richard. I feel like this whole section is kind of confusing. Is that
Yeah.
me?
Yeah. I think honestly, in the experience section, I don't think you need images. I know Ellie and I have been talking like add images to everything, but I feel like a resume is traditionally very like bullet pointed in a way. So just keeping that experience section, the simpler the better, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think Richard said he updated it in a rush. So
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
we'll not consider that. That's not in consideration here. We're just judging it based on the fact that this is your professional portfolio. All
I
right,
also would
Richard.
add, I would add a little more padding. So the main header, like hero section, you have to scroll to get to experience. So that way, like when you first land on the page, it's just your headshot and your information. And
Good
then when you
idea.
start scrolling, things start folding in.
Yeah, like maybe just set this to viewport height or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Just
Something like that.
make this lower.
Hmm.
Yeah, because it's like, what's this in the corner?
Hmm.
And also, I think it's the same thing with the Krishnas. Like maybe if you want, you can have the margin the same for everything. So like this is, however
Yes.
wide, and then
Yes.
but this is also, then this is on the left. So the
Yeah.
first one is in the middle, so it's
Yes.
centered, and then this is now on the left. It's a little bit
Standardize some alignment stuff. Yes. Or yeah,
right.
like right now you don't have any margin. I would say maybe like scoot it in a little bit. I also, this is nitpicky, but in your top hero section, I think that the you should make the icons a little bit smaller just so they complement the text better. And I would also suggest putting the icon to the left of the text. That just is a little more standard. Yeah.
Good idea. I do like that you have text though, because I think that makes it more accessible.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
I don't
agree.
know.
I
I'm not
agree.
an accessibility guru, but I think it probably does.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yes, definitely.
and I see Sean is here, and we've got Mitru or Mitru. Yeah, you can definitely submit it if you want to. Not in the main post though. You should send it just via Twitch, and I'll add you manually to the Excel sheets that we've got up. And then Upa's got some advice. He said we should add a blob to the background of this picture. He
Mm.
wants a blob.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, like an
what do you think?
organic element in there to kind of bring in some more visual interest. I like that idea.
Yeah,
Maybe,
we could blob it. I don't
maybe
know.
layering your headshot on top of like a blob element in the back, maybe rounding the corners of your photo a bit, just kind of playing around with some different, more design elements, you know?
Right. I guess it depends if he likes
Mm-hmm.
sharp angles or not, because it seems
True.
like a lot of the angles are sharp,
True.
right? So I don't know if he wants an organic blob, but you can consider it. That's Upa's.
Mm-hmm.
Can you share the links to folks' sites in the chat? Yeah, I could just send this doc if everyone wants to see it, but don't change it. So that's the problem.
Can you set it to
Hold
view
on.
only?
Anyone with the link viewer. All right, that's
There
fine.
you go.
Yeah, just don't. So you guys can't change it, so that's fine. All right. So if you want to see who's in here, that's who's in here so far. That's who I have. So if I don't have you yet, feel free to let me know, and I'll add you.
All right.
All right.
I will say
Um,
another thing I noticed as we're going through this, Richard, I would recommend adding more spacing between the individual sections. Like if you see right now, blogs and documentation and your experience section are all pretty close. But just adding more space in between all of those just kind of makes them more separate and easier to digest.
right. And yeah, I do. Okay, we can give Richard a break. He has been doing so many coffee chats this
Yes.
month. So
Yes.
I was just trolling Richard. So don't worry. And then I don't even know. Oh, the rating. Oh my God, I forgot about that. What did we rate Krishna's out
Hmm.
of 10? You remember
Christian,
what it looks like?
I'd give you a 7. I think you definitely got some work to push, some different things to kind of simplify, like the cards. But Ellie, I don't know. What do you think?
Out of 10, I mean, 10 would be like the ultimate best portfolio in the world,
Yes,
right?
you're so
So I'm
right.
thinking like there's this ramen shop portfolio that I saw made with like 3JS, which is really cool. It's like a
Hmm.
3D thing that you can like walk into and see
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
experience. That's a 10.
Okay.
The 0 is like HTML and nothing else, right?
Okay. Fair. Fair.
So I'll have to give Krishna like, I think I have to give him like a 5.
All right.
I have to give
Yeah.
him 5, maybe like in the middle. It's okay. At least the information is there, right?
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
design needs some work.
Yes.
So that's what I'll give. I'll do like here. We'll do a line. So the first score is mine, and the second is
Or we could
Lauren's.
take
So
the average and give him a 6.
yeah, we'll give him a 6. Let's do that. Oh, did I set this to a date? What is this? Hold on. Edit column type. It's a number. All right.
I
6.
am a less harsh critic than Ellie.
Yeah, Lauren is nicer. I mean, yeah, I feel like also, Krishna has a long time to improve it, right? He's like 14, so I think
Right.
you have time to improve it
When
too.
I was 14, I did not have a portfolio. My portfolio was my doodles and my notebook. So
Exactly. So
you're in a
you
great
get some
spot.
points for that. Um, all right, so back to Richard's. We have his blogs. We got to go quicker though. We're at 1 hour. We're at 12:30 right now, so we're
Okay,
like
we'll
halfway
do
through.
some
We got
speed
to
round.
speed run. All right. I think these are screenshots from daily or no, from dev.to. That's not going to work. I think that's not a good way. You got to change this. Look at Jim's cards. We're going to get to Jim's. We're just going to skip the blogs. Just wait for Jim's cards. This, I guess, is I think it needs a new title. Like, what does that even mean? I think this is like his project section, but because he's a documentation person,
Okay,
this is
yeah,
what he called it
we can make
instead.
it a little clearer. Yeah.
Right. Maybe figure out a new title to kind of tell people like what is this? Because it's like, what is this, your site's documentation for your portfolio site? Like
Hmm.
that's maybe what people are gonna think. So
I would also challenge
anyway,
you, Richard, to cut down on some of that subtitle copy. I know it's easy to get kind of wordy on websites because you want to communicate as best as you can, but people don't read all that. So just the most distilled down you can make it to while still communicating your intended message.
right.
Absolutely. That's a
Yeah, or if this is a project section,
Mhm.
like but for documentation projects that you've worked on before, you could, have a short description under each one. Might be better to split them up because this is a wall of text. Probably a recruiter or somebody that's looking to give you a job is probably not going to read that. So it depends. But and this is documentation link. It goes somewhere. I'm not going to click links here. And then it's interesting. Your about me is on the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, it goes on. So these are like Twitter posts. All right. So
Yes, I love the inclusion of the drawings. That's a great, like, just personal thing to throw in there that just lets site visitors know a lot more about you. And you
yeah,
guys
isn't he
nailed it.
good?
Yeah.
That's so nice. Like, look at
So
this.
I would recommend maybe putting these all these screenshots you've included in more of like a grid style, just so users and site visitors can see everything in a view, so that they don't have to scroll forever, because
I think
sometimes.
so too. Yeah, like if you look at, do you know Cody Dex or Codex? It's like a learn to code platform. If
Yeah.
you look at their 30 nights of code grid,
Okay.
Richard, you can look at that. That's their nice grid that they have. It's a bunch of
Okay.
Twitter posts. So you could add this, drawings to that too. And
Yes.
then we have a comment, I guess. Laurin is reviewing, Ellie is roasting. Yeah, I guess we could do that, like
Good
good
cop, bad
cop,
cop.
bad cop, right?
I like
I'm
that.
fine with that. Um, yeah, that's good. We can do that. So,
Sweet.
oh look, there's Upa.
Oh, awesome.
Are these like recommendation letters? Oh,
Like
maybe not.
testimonial type of thing. That's
It's
awesome.
like, oh, Richard is the best guy in the world. Okay, it's not. It's not. It's just his fun experiences. But anyway, definitely do a grid and do the margins. I
Yeah.
think even just those two things will help a lot.
Maybe also
Um,
try mess around with some more fonts. Bring in a little more personality here. The black and white and plain sans serif is what a lot of people are doing these days, but I'm partial to a little more color and a little more of a expression. And you're clearly very artistic, so bring a little bit of that in your site. Ellie, I can't hear you. Can you guys hear
somehow
me?
I got muted. Like I magically got muted. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe you could have like something like this, like an anime character up in the front, in the
Yeah,
top
yeah,
somewhere.
like that's
That might
awesome.
be cool. That might be cool. So anyway, we're going next. What do you rate Richards?
Richard, I'm gonna give you a 6.
All right, I'm thinking 6 too. I'm gonna go 6.
I
We're just
think
gonna do
yes,
6.
I like the idea of different pages. I think that just breaks things up nicely. So when everything's on one page, it almost feels more of like a document to me rather than like an interactive website experience. So maybe try out some different pages. Yeah.
Yeah. I think if you want to keep it super simple and just do the one page, you have to have like a clearer
Yes.
breakup between the parts, because right
Definitely.
now it does look like a HTML. Here's all the info,
Yep.
resume type of thing. But anyway, we will see. So I know Sid is not here right now, but I promised her we would look at it. So let's look at it for literally 1 minute. Like
Okay.
I'll
We'll
time
give it
us
we'll give
that.
a quick
Yeah, at 35 we'll stop.
okay.
Okay,
Speed
so that's
round.
like a minute and a half.
Okay. Right away. This one has a little more to it. I like the animation down at the side or down at the bottom here. A little carousel or what do they call that? That's neat. Right away, I do think the CTAs, the two buttons, should be closer together. The spacing is a little. Oh, I like the hover animation. The spacing is a little awkward. I think like just kind of bringing things in a bit would help streamline. I also recommend. I like her logo font. Um, I almost think that there should only be one font on this main landing page here. Maybe like you could try out different weights of the same typeface, like an italic and bold version, just to introduce a little bit of variation while still keeping like a funneled overall clean look.
Oh, I think it's called a marquee.
It's called a marquee. That's the word I was looking for. Yes, thank you.
I didn't know it either. I was like,
Racking my
like
brain.
a thing, a moving thing. But yeah, this is so Sydney's site is more of like, it's a portfolio, but it's also targeted not to. I think a lot of the sites we're going to be looking at are more like targeted towards people that maybe want to hire you for
Okay,
full-time
definitely
jobs. But
freelance.
this one is like freelancing,
Okay, yeah,
targeting maybe clients. I
that
think
makes sense.
that's a
The book
focus of some of
the
it.
book a consultation call to action in the top right. You should definitely highlight that. It kind of I would say put like some
Oh,
padding
this one.
padding around it and make it white with black text. Yeah, like up in the right there.
Good point.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's 35. We are already done with this one. So we did do the hero at least. Got
Yes.
some good advice on the hero. I think I don't know about you. I think this might be better with cards, like
Yeah.
having the text inside of a
Mhm.
card. What do you think?
I I personally kind of like just the separate link with the
Okay.
image. Yeah, I think either would work. Either would work. But with the long wide image, I think I like the link on top of it.
Okay.
I like the grid style that she's going with here.
Oh,
Yeah,
this one
yeah,
is the
I like
style.
that highlighted. I think you
Right.
should
That
bring
should
it
be
to
up
the
there
top
too.
too.
All right. I
Cool.
think we got some action points there for her. So we're gonna go back here. What do you give her just based on the hero?
I would say let's do an 8.
Okay, I'll do an 8. I'm okay with an 8. Maybe I'm
Mhm.
more leaning towards 7, but 8
Okay.
is good. Um, it's better than the other ones that we've looked at because at least we have the margin and it's pretty clean. Like
The line, yeah, it's a
I might
little.
hire Sydney looking at that, right? Do we have is Pratesh here right now? I don't think he is. If you're here, let us know. Is um a cash here? I don't know if you're here. You have to say here, otherwise we're going to Jim. I think Jim might still be here. If not, we have to go to Jim anyway because of the cards that were mentioned
Sweet.
multiple times. All right.
Alrighty.
Hi, I'm Jim. I do developer advocacy.
I love the friendly tone off the bat.
Yes, I like the friendly. I like the hi. And then we got a circle here.
Mhm.
And then we got the pronouns. We got find me on the internet. And he
Yes.
has the words too.
Yes.
So accessible, right?
Yes. I like that button padding style. I also love the award right at the top. Right
Right.
away.
That makes
I'm
Jim
taking you
feel like
seriously.
really fancy, right? Experienced.
Yeah, very cool. Okay.
All right. You ready?
Uh-huh.
We've got the about me here.
I like the inclusion of multiple photos from the same. Is that the same picture or is it from the same photo shoot?
I think it's the same photo shoot, but different
Or yes,
picture.
I like
I
that.
think,
I always like when people do that. It just has like a very cohesive feel to it.
yes, I like that too. And Upa
Mhm.
said that he
Very
thinks
true.
the picture is too small here. But what do you
Okay.
think about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. I think a larger picture would kind of help balance out here because you definitely have a lot of information on the left. So larger picture, or maybe even I guess the award does have a lot of small text on it, so you kind of need it to be big, but making that a little smaller, I think, also would kind of help balance things out.
Makes sense.
Mhm.
And what do you think about the amount of text here? Should it be like split up? Because I remember you mentioning it with
Uh, I
Richards.
feel like an about me section is the section of a website that can and should be the longest, outside of maybe like specific project descriptions that you write. But an about me page can be long. I would say I would recommend left aligning the about me title with the left aligned paragraph. It kind of just looks like
Good
it's
point.
loading right now. So I think that would just add a little bit of a hierarchy. I keep using that word.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't even notice that one. And then we've got his tech stack down here.
Okay. Maybe add
Here
some
are a
icons there.
few.
I always love some icons, and I think that would reflect the icons that are included in your social call to actions up in the hero.
Yeah. Would you do it in the same format as these social links or just keep it
You
like this,
definitely could.
but add the
Yeah. Why
icon?
not? I'd like to see it. Yeah, same style. Cool.
All right. And then we've got recent highlights.
Mm,
So this is the blog thing that I was referring to, his
yep.
cards.
I love
I
the
like
hover
the cards.
animation. I really like this card style. Super clean. I love the direct social links on there and the watch now
Yeah.
action. Yep. And the thumbnail.
Right.
We kept saying thumbnail earlier. This is a good example of that.
Yeah, and it zooms in. It's kind of nice.
Mhm.
We got even got some animated ones over here.
Yeah. Overachieving.
So yeah, these are really nice. Like I don't really see anything wrong with these cards.
Mhm.
And then we have the social links again. I like how he added them 2 times because like after you scroll the page, maybe you're impressed by Jim,
Mhm.
right? And then but you don't want to scroll back up or you forgot
Yeah.
that he had him up there.
Mhm.
So I think that's a good idea. And then he has a lot of tabs here, so we're not going to go through all of them. You guys can click the link in the Excel if you want to see all of the tabs,
Are
but
they jump links?
this
Yes.
one's like this recent highlights.
Okay. I like that.
So yeah, but then this one's a whole new page, right? So
Okay.
this is his
That makes
blog.
sense.
It's the same card style, I
I like
think,
the
as
consistency a lot.
right. It's the
Mhm.
same card style. So I like that.
Very cool. Okay.
And we got the date down here instead of the social.
Yeah, I like that. That's helpful for blog stuff especially.
Now look, we've got Krishna getting some inspiration.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
these cards are a normal card that
Yeah.
works on pretty much anyone's site. And if you want to look at more card designs for like inspiration, I feel like you could go off of this, but you
Hmm.
can also look on Dribble, like, blog card or just card UI. And I feel like there's a lot of really similar ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The biggest
And
thing
if,
with cards is just keeping them simple. And I think these do a good
right.
job of only showing the information that they need to, you know?
Yeah, I agree. But what would you have any advice for like figuring out a color palette for cards? Because I feel like that's kind of hard. I feel like
Yeah.
Jim here has, so the font is one color, and then there's line here I think is a different color, and then there's a color here, so there's three, and then this reed changes color, so there's at least like 3 or 4 colors here.
Okay. Yeah. I would recommend, yeah, like in between 3 and 5 colors for cards, keeping them as simple as possible. Sometimes adding like having the read like CTA button a different color is good, eye catching. But yeah, the simpler the better. I especially for a portfolio, you want to show off your work, and that's something you don't want the design of the site. You want it to be engaging, but you don't want it to take away from the projects that you're trying to show off either.
Right. And Krishna is leaving, so I just want to show him this really quick if he
Mhm.
is about to leave. If you want, if you're still here, you could do this for your YouTube thing.
Yeah, that's
Like you
very
could,
cool. That's really cool.
yeah, I feel like this is a nice way, and I'm pretty sure you could watch it here.
Do you suffer from dreary?
Oh, I like that a lot. Also, good luck on your last exam, Krishna.
Good luck, Krishna. You got this.
Ooh.
So anyway, yeah, I like these cards, and they're also pretty much a similar style as these.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah. And then we've got a bunch down here.
Oh, I like
This page is making my computer breathe really loudly though. It's
Ah.
probably all of the YouTube. So, and then we have a podcast thing, which is the
Ooh,
same, pretty similar.
Yep, I like that a lot. Yeah, I like the just simple, very consistent style. I will say, can you, sorry, Ellie, can you go back to that one?
Podcasts?
Yeah. Some of the descriptions here are longer, so I would maybe just recommend making the actual title of the video a little bit bolder, just to separate some things. But other than that,
yeah, I think that I feel like it's
maybe that
the
could
same
happen
for
across
all
the
of
board.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the title seems a little bit too close to this
Mm-hmm.
Text underneath. Yeah, I think that would make it a lot easier to
I like the upcoming as
differentiate.
well. The upcoming here is good because you have something in it.
Right. All right. Well, I think it's really good. I think Jim's
Awesome.
is nice.
Yeah.
I guess the only thing I would change is like adding some purple in it, but
Yeah.
that's just me.
Yeah, or maybe like taking some of the colors that are in the headshot, like some of those gradients, like that cyan or maybe that more orange, and kind of folding them in a little bit here and there. Maybe some of the call to action
Yeah.
with that colors.
That might be nice. Like the watch now or
Yeah.
the read buttons. I think that would, adding a little bit of color there would be nice. And then
The
like bring
thumbnails
your
are
attention to
very
it.
colorful though, so that kind of brings in the color element.
True.
But yeah. Jim says it's a bit out of date. I feel like
Overall, it's really nice. I'd give it like a 9.
Yeah.
It's a nice
9.
portfolio.
My portfolio has cobwebs. It's all covering it. I definitely.
Yeah, mine is. I'm still
well.
on a new one. Mine
Yeah.
is so bad, so it's okay. All right. So thank you so much for that, Jim. I feel like you inspired a lot of people, even if it's out of date. We didn't notice it was very nice. So hopefully, people have gotten in some inspiration for the cards from that site, because I do feel like the cards are nicely formatted there. Yeah, I mean, a 10. When are we going to get a 10? Who knows? Maybe we'll get one in the stream, but I'm not really sure. It'd have to be purple for me. Yeah, but all right. So is Amitesh here? And then this is a Rindem. Are you here right now? Sophia, are you here? I know Sophia. I think she was going to come, but I don't know if she's here. If someone wants to message Sophia, feel free to do that. Oh, this person here. I am a cache. We skipped him and he's here. So he's actually above Amitesh. So we're going to go here first.
Sweet.
All right, and we have 15 minutes left, so we are going to try to speed run. I don't
Okay.
want to go to overtime because I feel like you have a schedule,
Yes.
right? Okay. All
Yes.
right, so this one is easy. Oh, good. Look how easy this one is.
Yeah. Okay. Right away, the tabs are neat. Okay. Yeah, this one definitely has a little bit more of a unique layout. I feel like a lot of times you'll see the typical portfolio website has logo in the top left and the nav bar with about and work pages, but this one has a little bit of a different feel to it, which I appreciate right away.
Yeah, I do think it's like a unique kind of style because a lot of
Mhm.
people go with the normal hero and then
Yeah.
about, and this one just goes into software. So I guess that means projects, right? Yeah, that is a little bit confusing. I think
Yep.
naming it softwares, unless that's what it's called, I don't know. We're in the US, so I think we would title that just
Project.
projects.
Definitely, because I
Um,
feel like softwares, I imagine like these are the platforms that you work with personally, like
right.
the frameworks that you work with. But um, yeah, just changing that to projects would be more clear.
And then I don't know what play means, so it's not working when I click it. I know it's under development here, where I guess this is in progress, right? I do like the format though. I like with the other sites. The only thing that I notice is the margin is larger here on the right and then less on the left.
Ah,
So I guess it's like
mhm.
formatted to the left and not in the middle.
Yeah,
I'd
which
put that in the
I'm
middle,
wondering it too. Yeah, good point,
right,
Alan.
and probably decrease the padding between those four because I think
Yeah.
it's a little bit too wide, but.
Mhm.
Then we got page under construction. I do like the blue links here.
Mhm.
It's good.
Mhm.
It's clear.
Yeah,
You can
I
even
feel
make them bigger, maybe.
this is, I feel like, a theme that we've been talking about throughout. But if a page is under construction or like coming soon and you don't have anything there, you could remove it for now.
Yeah, true, true. You could just remove it, I guess, if
Yeah.
nothing is there. And then this one, I guess, is like a resume.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
but I have no idea what this means.
The
So,
timeline is a neat idea, though, for sure.
yeah. But
I
you
would
got,
almost recommend just adding like the way that you have set up the timeline right now, and you have like the alternating lines. I would
mhm.
recommend just making it one line and then having your inputs or like different experiences just on alternating sides like you have it now, but instead of multiple lines, just keep it one unbroken line.
Good point.
You know.
Yeah. I don't know if we can find an example of that, but
Mhm.
maybe you can search like resume timeline or like
Mhm.
site timeline type of thing and
Mhm.
find that. The other thing that I noticed is just I think it'd be good if it was contrasting more with the background, like maybe if the
Yeah.
cars were blue or dark blue or
Yeah.
something
Or
or
maybe making the
darker.
title of the job or specific experience section like that blue color. What happens when you click on learn more? Ah.
Nothing. But it's a nice animation though.
Definitely. Yeah, so if there's nothing to add there, just I'd recommend taking it away, but I do like that click animation a lot.
Yes, and no, the links are not blocked. I'm pretty sure it will send through and don't send a weird link though, because I'm not good at moderating links. Just send normal, appropriate links. Yeah, but yeah, the only other thing I would change is also just change the type, change what you're actually writing here because this one sounds a little bit weird, like TBH. I don't know if that should be on a portfolio site.
Mm.
And it was delicious. I don't know. It sounds kind of weird, like
Maybe just
programming.
clean it up a little bit, a little more professional sounding.
Right, right. So, all right, we're gonna go back to here. What do you give this site?
I would give this one a 5.
A 5?
Mhm.
All right. I'm gonna go I'll do 5 too. I think it's good.
Solid.
Um Yeah, I think Jim did get your suggestion. Like if you sent some links earlier, I saw them, so I think they went through. But yeah, they can see your links. So Amitesh is here. We're gonna go to Amitesh. Amitesh has a pretty good site. I remember I looked at it. He's got like a
Solid.
professional thing going on.
Okay.
Um, I think this is supposed to be a picture, maybe.
I can't see anything.
Oh wait.
There we go.
Okay. So I don't know if that's supposed to be a picture. I feel like it is supposed to
Mhm.
be a picture,
Mhm.
but we can't see it. So
Ooh, does it light and dark toggle? Do you see that up in the nav?
yes.
Ooh, I would right away.
Fancy.
I would recommend putting that all the way over to the right. I feel like right now with it next to your name, it kind of looks like it might be a part of your personal logo.
Right.
And just having it all the way to the right, I feel like that's a very intuitive spot for the light dark toggle.
Right. That's where I looked for it when you
Yeah,
said like, does it have a dark mode or a light mode? And I like looked over there and I'm like, I don't know.
I like these fun, these unique buttons you've picked here. It's neat. I would recommend if you can add a little like animation to them if possible. I feel like they look like they'd start moving when you hover them, but they don't. But I know that's a
Yeah, it would be cool if the colors like moved around. Maybe I
or
think
maybe
there
the
are
border
some.
like shifted.
Yes, that would
Mhm.
be cool. And also, Chevet, we did not get to yours yet. Let me see. Chevet, are you on here? Did I forget to add you? Hmm. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna find him, and we can do his.
Sweet.
I think I forgot to add his. All right, let's go back. Let's go back here. You can feel free to continue. We're gonna go. Let's. What do you want to click on next? And I'm gonna find
Let's
Chevet's
do
while you're
work.
reviewing it.
I
Works.
think
All right,
that's the
let's do
first
that.
thing you click on when you head to a portfolio site. No.
That's not good, Amatesh.
Broken link, you guys. No
Let's
broken link.
reload. No, it
Ah.
doesn't work. And it goes to like you guys can't see the bar at the top, but it goes to bio.link/astro devil. So it goes to like another site when I click that actually.
Mhm.
Um, or we're gonna go to, and I also don't really know what works means. Does that mean projects or does that mean like your jobs? I don't know.
Another thing too, I would recommend. I feel like this small section you have here, it looks nice, but it's a little content heavy. I would recommend maybe taking those social icons and putting them in the footer just to balance things out a little more, and that way, more like attention is drawn to your call to action buttons, so site visitors will be more likely to click them. Because I feel like right now there are a lot of actions kind of clustered in that area, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me find Chevet's website really quick. Oh, I found it. Did I not add it? I thought I did. All right, so we're gonna go to about here. So this is his about.
Okay, sweet. I like the monotype or the monospaced font choice. I think it's very developer feeling, so you nailed that aesthetic choice. I also like the inclusion of the icons. That brings in a nice bit of color.
Yeah, I do like the icons. I do
Mhm.
think it could be like separated a little bit more though than
Yes.
like this. But I guess it's also just a style. It's like
Mhm.
a markdown sort of style here.
Yeah, I
So
do agree, Ellie, like you said with spacing. I would recommend adding a little bit of space between your about and experiences sections, just to break them up. They kind of run a
he
little bit.
said
Yeah.
he said open blog and go down any feedback. So he wants us to look at the blogs.
Okay.
There's a lot of ads here, but I guess we're not judging ads. Um, let me close ads.
I've never seen ads on a personal portfolio. I don't know if you need them there, but
Right. You have to consider, like, I guess, how much money are you making off these ads? I guess if you're making a lot of money, then it's worth it. I think it's not also his personal portfolio. It's more like a blog site
yeah, yeah,
too. Right.
yeah,
So,
true.
um,
It's a good point.
but I do like the border on these cards. I
Mhm.
think they're nice cards.
Yeah, those are neat. Definitely.
I would put maybe like a read button or something. Maybe you
Yes.
don't need that because you like assume somebody knows they can click it. But I think, sometimes people don't know you can click it.
Mhm. Yeah, the hover
So
animation makes them feel clickable, but I agree, like a more defined call to action would definitely not hurt.
I would, you know, even if you make money on these ads, I think there are too many ads. They're just a little bit. At least maybe the ad that just popped up when I went to the next page. That one's particularly alarming. But the other ones are kind of fine. This one is a little bit annoying too. The one at the bottom.
Yeah,
The
they
ones on the
definitely are
sides don't bother
distracting.
me as much. Right. I do like the theme here with the cards, and I guess that's from your blog. You're doing 100 days of code there. I do like
Cool.
that. So anyway, any final comments on that one, Lauren?
I like the category selection up under the blog title, if you see that. I like that a lot. Oh,
Yes, I do like that, but I think the ads are causing this weird spacing issue.
Yes.
Oh, he wants us to open up one of the blogs. Okay, well,
Okay,
let
we'll
me
look
go to
at like
the.
a blog child page.
I also think that, what Jim had with the numbers here, with like what page you're on, is nice. I don't know if you remember that. That would be really nice, because I don't know how to get to the first page anymore. I don't know when that's
Yes,
going to
a
end.
little
I
bit
guess that's the
lost in
end.
the funnel.
All right, so this is the most recent one.
Okay.
So sort of like markdown sort of style.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Solid.
I like these colorful bubbles here,
Yeah,
and I like how you can comment with the GitHub
that's a good idea.
and the tags here. Yeah, I don't really see anything wrong with the blog format. It looks like a good format.
I like the header style a lot. I like the tag where like 5 minute read. That's something we're actually working on folding into our the pieces blog, just to give like blog visitors an idea of how much time they might be spending on a particular article.
Yeah, yeah, true. I would love to ask pieces, but we have like 4 minutes left, so we should do that next time though.
Yeah,
If you guys do want a part two, we can definitely do that
definitely.
at some point in the future, because we only did a couple.
hmm
Um, but yeah,
Maybe
so
we'll
what?
get a little like grading rubric so we can be quick.
Right. We got to get quicker at this. I think it's a little bit harder, but what do you give him as a rating?
I would say a 4 for this one. Unfortunately, the ads were just too distracting for me. Just it was hard to kind of get
Laurin,
the main.
first four. That's pretty
Tough
bad.
one, tough one.
I wouldn't give a 4. I'd give like a 7. But if there were no
If
ads,
there were no ads, that definitely bumps my rating up a good amount. I'd say a 6. I liked the your use of color and the font you chose, and as well as like bringing in the icons.
yeah. I'm gonna do like a 5, because
Okay,
I don't think it's like a
solid.
4, because I'm
Maybe
just
that was harsh.
imagining without the ads. But
Yeah.
yeah, I do know what you mean. I think, and also the image was missing on the top, which is kind of confusing. So
Mm-hmm.
sorry about that, Amitesh. Gotta get rid of the
But
ads.
the foundation is there, and I think if you just make a couple small tweaks, you'll have something really solid.
Right. Exactly. All right, and then we got Arindam, and then but the thing is, I do remember Chevet messaging me about adding his thing when we only had like 2 people to the list.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure he messaged me personally, and that's why I forgot to add it. So I feel like we have to do Chevet, and there's so many people left. I feel bad. This is so hard.
Hey, we can always do a part 2.
Yes, we can do a part 2. Let's look at Chevet's really quick, because technically, and also his is pretty small here. So
Okay.
he's got like a command line type of thing. What
Um,
am I supposed to do? About.
I can't see what.
Oh, I can't. Okay. Wait.
Sweet, there we go.
All right, here it is. We
Okay.
have to like type, right? So
Ah,
we already got the about. All
that's a
right.
fun idea.
Let's
That's very
see.
developer.
I do like the idea. I would change this pop up though. It looks kind of weird. It
Yes.
doesn't match the style.
Yeah. I would almost recommend like I know you have this yellow color here. I would almost say you should try to fold in some of that neon green. I
Yeah.
think that's a really neat color. Like maybe the date little tab up there. I like the animation that you have.
Mhm.
That could be a cool neon green thing. Yeah.
I would just get rid of this whole background
Yes,
thing,
and just have the
honestly.
cards.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I would just have the cards and have it like an outline in the green color, maybe,
Yes.
and have it.
Also, I would say, sorry to interrupt you, Ellie, the card should like that negative space on top and under the video feels a little unnecessary. Like I think it should just be the classic like 16:9 aspect ratio. Um, I know maybe you have it like that to have more room for subtitle information. That's just a thought there.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And also we have an idea here. That would be cool. I think using kind of like the elements that you were using before.
Mhm.
You could even use these like square brackets like this
Mhm.
to make an outline, and just don't have a box but an implied box. I think that might be kind of matching the whole coder aesthetic.
Mhm. I like the way I like your personal like logo up at the top there next to your photo. I think that's cool. Um, maybe you should.
Yeah,
I
I
would
really like
almost
that.
say you should add like a stroke around your profile photo, maybe of that with that neon green or yellow, just to bring
Yeah,
it
that
in.
would be good.
Mhm.
All right, we're gonna get off of Chavez for now. I think we got to move on,
Sweet.
and we got to end the stream.
Yes.
But what do you give Chavez?
I would say let's give Chevet a 6. I liked how it was more like developer esque. That's something that was cool. I like those stylistic choices. Um, yeah, I think just working on maybe the way that you display some more of your actual projects. But other than that, the overall like landing page was cool.
Yeah, I do agree. I think it was a very unique design. So
Mhm.
I'm pretty into it. We did get 7 people done today, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think Shashi said he only does like 2 or 3 in an hour. So like I
Okay.
mean we beat Shashi, so that's cool.
Sweet.
um but yeah, we should definitely do it again and we can get all the other people. Maybe we'll be more effective and quick next time, but
Mhm.
maybe we can even get Ty to come. I don't know if she would
Yes,
want
I
to.
would love that. Ty is our other designer. For those of you who might not know, but yeah, I
Right.
would love that.
We'll see if like Ty is the nice guy
Yeah,
or if,
yeah.
if, if she is the like the bad cop. Yeah, if you want to add your site to the list, I'll make another post. Otherwise, you can just DM me. I'll use the same list probably and just add it to this.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to, I'll make another post and we'll add more people. But we'll prioritize you, Kyle. Here, I'll add Kyle before I get new people. I'll add you. I'll just add you here, Kyle. But I don't know your portfolio site, so there. When is part two? I don't know, Lauren. When would you be down for a part
We can
two?
figure something out in the next couple weeks here. Ellie and I can hop on again and kind of go through part two of some of the portfolios that we didn't get to. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. We should definitely do this more.
Yeah, I did too. I think it was good, and there was a lot of good advice. I'll also consider it when I'm designing my own portfolio. Maybe
Yeah,
next time I will be done with mine,
yeah,
and I'll show you.
yeah.
Right now, it's in Figma, so that's all I
Ah,
have.
that's hey, that's a
Yes,
great place to start it.
right. Because before I would just go straight to coding it,
Mm,
and
mhm.
then it just failed every time.
Yeah.
So,
In the past, I've
um,
done Squarespace, which is very graphic designer for me, but low code
yeah.
too, no code too.
Yeah, not next year, but it'll happen probably in a couple weeks, like
Yeah,
maybe 3 weeks or something, four
yeah,
weeks. We'll see.
yeah.
Not next year, but yeah. And Sean, you'll definitely be in the next one. Sean just submitted his like right before this,
Oh,
so but I would love to look at Sean's. Sean's is really good.
yes.
So
These.
I might use React. We'll see.
Mhm.
Anyway, thank you so much, Lauren.
Absolutely. Thank
Um,
you for having me, Ellie. It was good. It was great.
Yeah, it was so good, and I loved getting your real designer
Yeah.
advice.
Hey.
It's much better than if I were to do it. And also, Sean changed his website to be
Ah,
purple.
maybe he'll be the first 10 because he has purple.
All right, I'll add you. I'll move you up, Sean. Can we do this? How do I do that? Look, I'll move you. I don't know how to do that. Can I just drag it up? Look at this. Oh,
Yeah.
look.
Yeah.
Oh, right below Sophia. There.
Sweet.
That's a good spot. You got moved up, but don't tell anyone else. All right. Thank you so much, Lauren.
Yes,
You,
and
you
thank
should
you all
ask
for watching.
Ty and
Yes, I
see,
will.
and we can
I'll
plan it.
I'll I'll ask her and we can set something up for the three of us.
Yeah,
Sweet.
but purple can boost you on the list, so keep that in
Secret,
mind.
secret, secret
But
hack.
anyway,
All right.
we're gonna end the stream, and hopefully you got some good advice. We
Yes.
will see you next time.
Sweet.
Bye.